Hello, Dr. Molinari. My name is Philip with Rultract, and I would like to go over a couple of things you and I discussed on the phone today. First of which is the post clamp. We have three different ways to attach our retractor to the bed rail. The first of which is the circulator applied post clamp. Of course, the tightening knob is on the bottom, so the circulator nurse would have to tighten the knob. Next, we have a scrub applied post clamp option with the tightening knob on the top, so the scrub nurse, if she double gloves or he double gloves, could tighten the knob. So it would be applied to the bed rail with the tightening knob on the top. The last option is the combination clamp. It's called a combination clamp because the tightening knob could be on the top for the scrub nurse to attach, or the clamp can be inverted with the tightening knob on the bottom for the circulator nurse to apply the clamp. You'll notice that this clamp does not have a post welded or attached to it. We have a separate post for this clamp. So once you attach the clamp to the bed rail, you would bring in the separate post and drop the post into the clamp and then tighten the post into the clamp. Once you have your post clamp onto the bed rail, you take a standard length Rultract top post, drop it onto the bottom post clamp. Now for the standard IMA procedure, you would take your Rultract ratchet rake assembly, put it onto the top post, lower it into place, and of course elevate the sternum for the IMA procedure. So this is your basic Rultract IMA set. You would also mention wanting to use the Rultract for the resternotomy procedure. In order to do so, you would take your standard Rultract set and you would add the 6-inch extender bar to it. Of course, this extender bar will extend the retractor out over the center of the patient's chest. Then you would take your ratchet assembly. Now we have removed the sternal rake plate from this. You would add the ratchet assembly to the top post. And then use one of our various options for resternotomy. These are all designed for a subxiphoid incision, obviously. Something new that we have is referred to as a resternotomy retractor. This is designed to attach to our ratchet assembly. Goes down into the subxiphoid incision, and not only will it lift, but it will also spread the incision. So we lift and spread the incision. I will include a link to a video that shows this being used if you haven't already seen it. One last point that you and I discussed is using the Rultract system with the Medtronic Rultract for the MICSCABG procedure. Now this is not a Rultract. I don't have one accessible with me right now, but what I will show you is what you will need in addition to the basic Rultract set in order to use it with the Medtronic Rultract. First off, we have the basic Rultract set. Now I'm set up on the opposite side of the table. The basic Rultract set will add the extender bar that we've already discussed. The last piece that you'll need in addition to the standard Rultract set and the extender bar is a rotating extender bar. So you attach the rotating extender bar, and this will allow you to retract in both directions, taking down the lima and also bringing the retractor back for the proximal on the aorta. Again, this is not a Rultract, but it'll give you an idea of how it's done. So here we retract. Of course, we can spread also to give you access to the lima. Then we bring the retractor back here with the rotating extender bar, lock it down into place. Retract and spread in order to gain access to the aorta. So that briefly is a description of the basic Rultract set, the Rultract set, what you would need for redos, and the Rultract set, what you would need to use with the Medtronic Rultract. You have my cell phone number. Please call me anytime. I believe you said you'd call on Monday. We'll discuss it on Monday or sooner. If you'd like to call me over the weekend, that's fine too. Thank you for your interest and your time. I hope the video was helpful. Enjoy the weekend.